Welcome one and all to the latest adventures of Brett and the Dodgy Johnsons. This is a return to the area east of Bremer Bay. We're going back to House Beach and Fitzgerald National Park. It's November 8, 2019 and we haven't been in here since Easter 2012. And the road in, it's called Doubtful Island Road, is dreadful today. There's been a lot of rain here and the track is in diabolical condition. But once you hit the sand, then the going's a lot easier. The last time we were at House Beach obviously was Easter, so there was a lot of people camping there. It'll be interesting to see how many there are or aren't on this Friday afternoon. The weather forecast over the weekend, basically for the whole of the southwest land division of Western Australia, is 40 degrees. So we thought we'll come down onto the southern coast where it's only supposed to be about 32 or 33 during the day. We'll see how many other people had the same idea. Well, we found our way around here to House Beach, and as you can see, it's a bloody beautiful place to be. This is the Dodgy Johnsons, aka Russell and Nicole. And what we because of the aforementioned 40-degree weekend coming up, which hasn't kicked in just yet. Look at us, we're all rugged up.
Cold. The Holland got put off.
Well, we were going to do the Holland track between Hyden and Coolgardie, and it's going to be 40 degrees out there. So we looked at the options and we decided that the south coast was the way to go, right?
Yep. This is a better option, especially 40 degrees out there. Wouldn't be a lot of fun. So
no,
wouldn't be a lot of fun at all.
So in 2012 we came here, but we couldn't. We were going to do Fitzgerald River National Park, which is around this way, right past the Barrens. Yep. First seen by Matthew Flinders in 1802. Anyway, that was it's true. Didn't you know that? That was canned because of dieback, or spreading of dieback or something at the time, so we couldn't go in there. So we just hang around this area and Trigolo Beach, and went to Bremer Bay and Pepe's Beach and all that. It's on YouTube. But this time we're going to try and get around to the east a bit more rather than having to wind our way back to the west.
The beach was also, we couldn't get through up onto the Point Anne anyway because the beach was cut up at the time, so hopefully this time we can actually get through.
But we weren't allowed into the national park at all, so we might not be tomorrow either by the time we get there, but we'll give it a shot. Anyway, we've set up camp. Let's see what happens from here on in. What do we got there, Dodgy Johnson?
That's a little eagle ray.
It is too, only a little one. They're pretty quick, aren't they?
Very. Jump out the water on you. Very entertaining. Very.
And you throw them back?
Yeah, you don't keep them.
Saturday, November 9, 2011. Our humble campsite in exactly the same place that we were in 2012. Breakfast time.
Morning.
What do we got here, Mr. Dodge Johnson?
Oh, just a little bit of breakfast of champions, bacon and eggs.
The odd sausage.
Got the sausages, got the mushies.
Gee, we do it tough out here.
Oh, it's hard work.
What would the early settlers say?
They'd be impressed, I'd reckon.
They'd be more than impressed. They'd go, WTF?
Absolutely.
What's
Another
on
beautiful day here, so we'll set up. It's not set up. We've already done that. We'll pack up camp and sort of start heading our way east. Have a look at Trigolo Beach and then on down towards Point Anne and see if we can continue on and get further than we did the last trip we were here.
Well, we're on our way to Trigolo Beach and the environment here is very, very small. You certainly wouldn't get Ford F-250 through here, that's for sure.
Yeah, there is a chance, as the son of Nick, if we get low tide, we may be able to just slip along the beach, like we come back that last time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking, actually. That's what we're aiming for, but we'll have to wait and see. Won't be waiting long.
Looks pretty good to me, mate.
Affirmative. Like a highway.
Beautiful. And we'll just head around, I reckon, and let's go.
No, I don't remember this inlet. No idea what it's called, do you?
No, not sure.
Very pretty though. This is the Gordon Inlet. There was a lot more water in it when we were here Easter 2012. Different time of year, of course.
We'll keep heading along, eh?
Well, I was starting to struggle, so I said to so I'd put it into high four drive, and I said to Dodgy Johnson, "Gee, this thing's labouring a bit." And he goes, "Oh, I'm going all right." So I stopped to check the tyres, make sure I didn't have a flat tyre. The sand is so fine here.
Ridiculous.
And it got real boggy all of a sudden, didn't it?
Yes.
You could hear the tyres squelching through the sand, couldn't you?
Considering I was sitting on about 40 kilometres in third, cruising,
And then all of a sudden,
back to first and struggling.
well, the old girls are struggling. We're doing 30 kilometres an hour in second high. It's as finer sand as you'll ever come across. Well, in the southern beaches of Australia anyway. You can hear the tyres squelching through the sand. Anyway, Fitzgerald River National Park, here we come. Off the beach for a while.
You're up here, mate.
Oh, shit. Well, this is Point Anne, that's where we've come from, all the way over there is House Beach.
Doubtful Island out to the left of it.
Doubtful Island out there, as Russell said, yes. And This is Point Anne. That's the old track up here. We've come up a newer version, and that's West Mount Barron. So from here we'll head north again just for a bit before we head further east.
Further east, track our way around and see where we end up. So new ground uncovered for us.
That's it, me all new from here on in. So we've come from the south here, well the head's west, and we're going to be going up around this way, which is over there. It's around to Point Charles. Well, it's been an adventuresome morning here in the Fitzgerald River National Park, and we're currently at Point Anne, and we're going to work our way around to Point Charles. And it sure is a spectacular sight here in the Southern Ocean of Western Australia. It's the Land Cruisers with Central Point Barron in the background. And further around beyond Point Charles over there is the eastern Mount Barrons. Break out the T-bones and the sausages. We can have a party in here. What an outlook. See, they've spent some coin on infrastructure here. So we were all the way around here, camping down here this morning or last night. Well, about 500 metres further around we've found a cracking little spot for lunch. It's actually a campsite. And I'm having my traditional fare when camping. And that is my mum's curried egg with a bit of ham and a bit of green stuff. Ah, yes. Pity it's not about 30 kilometres further around.
Nice spot.
Really nice, isn't it? It's all the way through here. There's little campsites like this.
Shade and breeze. And
yeah, and a beach right behind us. Very nice. Gotta watch where we're going here. There's reef everywhere. Well, as usual, we're trying to figure out where we're going. There's tracks everywhere around in behind us inland. I thought we'd just get a bit of a shot too of this this reef, this rocky outcrop here. Beautiful. It doesn't look very inviting, but it must be done. A piece of piss, actually.
So when you get up the top going left, I went right, but that just takes you back around on a little loop down that other bit.
This is what we want anyway, says Nigel Johnson. And of course he's correct. bit tight there, and we find our way back to the beach. Amazing rock formations. Been battered by the sea over the years. We're trying to, we're kind of lost. We're not lost, we know exactly where we are, but we're trying to head further east. If we can't really find a discernible track that goes around the outside, we will do. And we can't, we're running out of room here along the beach. Can't go any further along here. Stay tuned. Well, it might be 40 degrees all over the rest of the state today, but it's not here, that's for sure. It's not cold, don't get me wrong, but it's just nice. Look at some of this rock formation. Remarkable. And as you can see, we've come to a dead end. Well, this area is right near Point Charles, if you're following us on the map. And I think I know why they call it Point Charles. This stuff here is razor sharp, these rocks, and they're everywhere. You've got to be real careful where you're walking.
Why it drops off like it does, because it's formed in layers. You know?
Yeah.
It's obviously being formed, whether it's organic or just volcanic, what it is, who knows?
We'll find out when we get home.
We will.
When we get back into range, you can get on the Googles.
Google will let us know everything.
Yeah, very impressive as you say, Dodger Johnson. So right next to where we've pulled up is that little gem. If you ran over that, you'd be buggered. Tyre killer. He's a foot killer too. Sharp as a rock. All right, we've got to turn around and go back that way. Not that we're going to turn around, we're going to reverse out. From whence we just came, we're not going to risk running over anything. Well, we're having to retrace our steps and go back to the Point Anne Road, and I think we're going to have to go back up to the highway and head east and then back down again, back down south again. The famous hakias of Fitzgerald River National Park. My dear friend Wendy Mack wrote an article for the West Australian, I do believe it was. I could be wrong actually. Was it the West? Anyway, she wrote an article about them. Aren't they fantastic? Alright, well, of course we came off the beach. This is where we were here before. That was Sharp Rock Point right there where it says Point Charles. And we've come back up to You Are Here. We're going to get back onto the blacktop and go down. This is the plan anyway, Hammersley Road down to Miles's Beach, something like that. See how we go.
East Mount Barron, there you go. We were at Mid Mount Barron, and we're going to East Mount Barron.
Now, how hot do you reckon it is?
Oh, I'd reckon she'd be close on 38, 39 at the moment.
Yep, it's amazing the difference just coming that far inland is.
No wind, and there's a few flies about.
There's the odd fly,
Couple.
Louis the fly.
Not too bad, so.
All right, let's do it. Well, after 52 Ks on the blacktop, we're going to chuck a right and head south again. down the West River Road, which becomes Hammersley Drive. Everything's open except the Moir four-wheel drive track, eh? That's interesting. I wonder if we're going to require that one. That's our destination, straight ahead, East Mount Barron. It's Central Mount Barron over there. Well, it's 5 PM and we're at Hammersley Inlet. It's about 50 k's from the Blacktop, and the campground here isn't much chop. It's too sanitised. They want $15 each per night. So we might push on a little bit further around, closer to Hopetoun. What's your assessment of the situation?
Well, I can see, if you can see that there, we're about there. We were hoping to get about here, but the track's obviously closed, or we've missed it or something.
Looks like we're going to have to go to Hopetoun.
Hopetoun it is, I think, because they want $15 a night for a site here, plus
The
plus the
National Park fee.
So.
It's a bit windy out here, but look at that spectacular rock formation. It's Hammersley Beach. Let's look back the way we've come.
Good view, isn't it?
Superb view, Dodgy Johnson. Back on the Blacktop now, that's East Mount Barron. Well, we made it to Hopetoun finally, and we're in the caravan park. We're in the very back of the caravan park. It's the only bit we could get some privacy, really. $15 each for the night. So we're set up, and it is now about, I don't know, what is the time?
20 to 7.
20 to 7, and we've got a nice little campsite. And this is where Nick earns her keep.
Is that what you call it?
She's cooking. I bought the meat. They're doing everything else. I do have more salad though, by the way.
Yeah. I've got a bit here. Oh, it's all good.
Look at it. Ooh. Gonna
Yeah.
turn it into magic.
With the creamy
want that on
prawn
low?
and garlic sauce too. Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yes, please.
Prawns and garlic sauce, surf and turf. And the beach is just there. We're going to look at that later on. So I just want to say that between the three of us, no one can accuse us when we go travelling of not packing absolutely bloody everything into every day.
Absolutely, everything.
There's no slacking here.
We've done it all.
Yeah, God, we've been going 12 hours solid. Good job, the Dodgy Johnsons.
Get yourself some salad and then some prawns, mate.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, it will be for sure. Morning, Nick.
Morning.
How'd you sleep?
Well, very well.
And you?
Nice and warm.
Yeah, it's warm, all right, Dodgy Johnson.
Yeah, good. Yeah, had a really good night.
As we were saying last night, in our little camp spot here in the caravan park, you'd think we were out in the bush. We're so isolated from everyone else.
Right.
Because we came in so late, we didn't have a lot of choices with regards to sites, and it didn't look that inviting, but it's covered and it's out of the way.
Everyone got here a little bit earlier than us. I'd say about 1975 to be exact.
It's pretty dated, the old caravan park, but it's got a certain charm about it, it's got to be said. Yeah, it's currently 30, almost 31 degrees at 7:38 in the morning here in Hopetoun. And luckily we've had breakfast and all that. We're just about to start packing things up. We're going to go for a swim, then a shower, and then places further east. So from our position in the caravan park, we just walk over a sand dune here. And we're on the beach. It's actually a bit further away than the campsite at House Beach, but not too much. nice swim and a shower in the sparsely appointed Hopetoun Caravan Park. But it's got a certain charm about it, to be honest with you. November 10 today. It's 9:27 in the AM. Until next time, Hopetoun Caravan Park. Dodgy Johnson's checking out the boat ramps for future reference. There's the old pub, circa 1902 to 07 or something was built. Yep, 1907. As we swing onto the main drag. I'd never been here before. Nice tidy little town. They're quite town proud, like a lot of little communities around Australia are these days. Cafes for sale. Back out to the west, although we're headed north at the moment, just to suss out some places that we didn't have time to see yesterday afternoon. That's East Mount Barron, for example. Yeah, we're just saying we're on the Corn Road. We should have bloody come down here last night. We could have been camping down here. We just came through a section.
The G220 in through here.
I was talking about my fair lane. Sounds like he's about to become a fair lane owner too. Yeah, we quite like it in here. Can't remember what I was going to say now. Anyway, we've backtracked back to the west, and we're on our way to Whalebone Beach. That was what I was going to say. It reminds us of the Holland Track, which is what we were going to be doing this weekend. But it's too hot. It's 40 degrees out there today. A bit cooler here.
So Nick, we'll probably get in here to this Whalebone camping area and fuel. We didn't come in here last night.
Yeah, I was just saying that on the video. Yeah, the road has closed right up and got very rocky. But that's all right. Actually, this part's fine, but we've come through some really rough sections where we needed all the height under the vehicles that we could get. Luckily, we've got it. Rock and roll tours. Oh. Yeah, we're sinking down into a ravine here.
Lucky Wendy's not with us there, Brett.
Yeah, I wonder what Wendy would make of this. I was just thinking that.
We're just saying there's so many variants of plants and banksias and stuff here. We wouldn't get in. We'd be stopping every 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's very true, Dodgers. The road is so close in some sections that the Royal Hakias want to jump in the car with me. They proliferate. Oh, listen to all that scratching. They proliferate through this section, that's for sure. So over here there was a bit of an issue through the dip. Russell hit it because he came from the direction of where this guy is. And as he went into the sand, into the dip, he chucked the car over to the wall on the right hand side, and he warned me, watch out, and I did exactly the same thing, but I was forewarned. Look, they're all enthusiastic. Nice day for it. Absolutely.
They've come off the sand dunes, so good news is we can have a look through here and then we can go get out that way.
Oh, nice.
So we won't need to go back in when we come in.
Yeah, good, good.
So if that's the case, we might actually go this way anyway and go and have a look.
Yeah, all right.
And then head back that way. So sounds like a plan, eh?
So I had to get out, because I got stuck, so I was right up against the bank. I had to get out through the window, NASCAR style. Looking back towards Hopetoun or Hopetoun, depending how you want to pronounce it. So we've decided that that is the way we're going to go. Get down onto the beach and keep heading east, keeping the water to the right of us, obviously, as per the advice that that other convoy gave us. This is the dip that brought me undone half an hour ago. See the wall on the right that I almost hit. And that's the Hammersley Inlet from yesterday, and we came down to the bottom here where we made the decision to go into Hopetoun. And back around the Hammersley Inlet as we did yesterday. Back in Hopetoun for lunch.
Cheers.
We made our lunch on the back of the cruiser tailgates on the main drag here. In front of the pub. Places further east. What's the first one?
Mason Bay.
Mason Bay. About 30 k's away.
Yep. And Starvation Bay after that.
So obviously we're here at Hopetoun. Now we've just been out around this area here, East Mount Barron, and out this way down towards Whaleback Beach, Whalehead Beach, whatever it was, whale something. And now we're looking to go out east here, out to Mason Bay, and then on to Starvation Boat Harbour. This track we're on that's got us onto the beach, 15 kilometres 15 kilometres east of Hopetoun, has got us a bit befuddled at the minute. I've stopped on some limestone. Dodgy Johnson's gone down onto the beach, but he's having trouble getting back up. So it's if we get stuck, it's pointless. 2 vehicles been stuck in it. Come on, Dodgy Johnson. Beautiful. Look at that. It was never in doubt.
That was interesting. That's easy enough, that. Did you drop the tyres to?
18. Almost stood right on him. God, you got to be careful. I was walking up here to get a shot of the cruisers on the beach. I almost stood on him. Talk about almost shit yourself. Well, 10 years I've had this car, and it's the first time that I've literally beached it. Cannot move. I've never been able to not get myself out of a fix. And the tide's coming in. Anyway, We have a winch up here, but the sand is so soft, I'm a bit worried about Dodgy Johnson getting stuck, but we'll see. Yeah, this is not very good. Not very good at all. The water's chasing me up the beach. Yes, it is a billy goat track, Dodgy Johnson. So we're out of the bog, off the beach, and we continue further east along this rocky outcrop of a track at 8 kilometres an hour. And we're doing this for fun. Crikey. Alright, back into it. Ah dear. It's a bit tight. But that's the game we play. When you're wondering what's around the next corner, you got to go around the corner. Might grow up one day, might not. Alrighty. I've been strapping my jocks, my wet jocks, after I swim to the roof and to dry, and we lost them. Can't leave them there, that's for sure. All we've done all day is play silly buggers. Go there. Anyway.
Pretty big area. We'll go back the other side and have a look, eh?
This is Starvation Bay area. Actually, the bay itself's only about 50 or so metres to our left. Crikey. The 80s are taking a hammering, as they have all day. Haven't got it all on film. Anyway, we're looking for a campsite. It is 4:30 in the afternoon. Oh, God. Sunday afternoon, November 10, 2019. It's been an eventful day, to say the least. And it's not over yet. Well, as I said, it's been an eventful day, but it's ended up with us finding a fantastic campsite that we have all to ourselves here at Starvation Bay. There's sort of two areas of the camping facilities here, and one area which we think is not as good as this, has got a few people in it. This one's completely empty, and it's got a toilet block. Starvation Bay is about 50 kilometres west of Hopetoun. And it's breezy tonight, so we got a bit of shelter here. It's a pretty flash setup, I reckon.
Bloody good.
We've got nibblies tonight, we're organised.
It's pizza night.
Yep, pizza night. We'll have a look at that once it gets going. And this is Starvation Bay, beautiful little protected bay because the wind's coming from behind it. Absolutely lovely. Might have to have a swim in the morning, but we've got a long drive tomorrow. I do anyway. So we'll see. But we've had a great 3 days, absolutely outstanding. Tomorrow we've got a transport day, as I call them, just to get back home to Perth. We'll do a review a bit later on. The light's not good, but we've got pizza out here in the bush. Thank you, Nick.
Not a problem.
There's more than that coming too. This is just the starters. Good morning, Russell.
Morning, Brett. How are we?
Mate, all the better for getting up and see you cooking breakfast.
Oh yes, that's what we do.
What a fine outdoor camping experience we've had here at Starvation.
Check over there.
Oh yes, that's what we're talking about. You can never have enough mushrooms.
Plenty more to go if we want.
Absolutely, it's a buffet.
I think we're just about ready to go, other than some toast.
Well, it's been a brilliant trip, and we've decided that next time we're going to start here at Starvation Bay and work our way through Esperance and out the other side to Israelite Bay. It's just too much to fit in 4 days, to be honest with you, especially when you're coming from Perth or Bunbury as the Dodgy Johnsons did. We've done everything we wanted to do and more. I mean, it's just fantastic. We were from Point Anne onwards, we've just explored. We haven't been, Russell had been to Hopetoun many years ago, and he's been here almost 30 years ago, but not since. So it's been a lot of new stuff for us, and it's been a fantastic trip. I think it's come across on the film. So have a quick dip now, and then hit the highway and head west, head for home. Cheers.